Kevin and Mike are here to give you great news.
Nice.
You're rolling. Here we go. And 3, 2.
How come you never say 1? 3, 2, 1.
That's true. I
Right?
think it's a technical thing, like the big boys. They
He
do
says 3, 2.
and then
I'm supposed to take a beat.
And you guys did it all.
I see. Okay.
he doesn't want
All right.
us. He doesn't want the audience to hear
I'll do one.
one.
I see. Do one. Let's start again.
You've got Happy Dog Rocker.
Oh fuck yeah!
On my cue.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Now, do I go after 1 or do I?
See, now we're on the
Okay. Welcome to Great News. It's a podcast with myself, Kevin Ryder, and Mike Catherwood.
Hello everyone.
And we bring you only positive stories.
Uplifting, positive energy coming from us, going to you.
We have an intro.
Yeah. What do you say? Like 90s skate punk? Like,
Sure,
like
sure.
Pennywise or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Little Pennywise would be good.
Oh, intro. Yeah, it's the intro. Say hello to the happy, goodbye to the blues. Kevin and Mike are here to give you great news. Fuck the government.
Well done.
Thanks, dude.
Our first story is about a 7-year-old. What kind of a 7-year-old were you, Mike?
Annoying, but not. I was never like mean bad, but
Right.
I was. If you had me as a teacher, you hated it because
Same.
I was a cut up. You know,
I was
class
throwing
clown.
rocks at my neighbor Robbie Joyner,
Robbie, good old Robbie.
and this kid is 7 years old. His name is Kevin.
Time out. Wait, we've heard the story of you throwing rocks at Robbie Joyner for
Yes.
30 years on Kevin and Bean.
Yes.
When you say you were throwing rocks at Robbie Joyner, did he walk by your house and you lob a couple? Did you?
Oh, no.
Was he right next to you? And you're like, don't move, motherfucker.
There was a chain link fence between our two houses.
Okay.
So he'd be standing like in a hallway of his house or behind his garage or something, and we were loading up and we were really throwing as hard as we could.
Did you ever seriously hurt Robbie
No,
Joyner?
I don't know that I ever seriously hit him.
Good. I just like to hear that poor Robbie
After
was okay.
20 years of throwing rocks, I don't think I ever hit him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were really bringing the heat. All right, this 7-year-old's name is Kavanaugh Bell, and
Kavanaugh Bell.
he's a pretty special kid.
Yeah.
Especially during the pandemic. Watch this video.
Well, this story will make you smile. A first grader in Gaithersburg, Montgomery County, on a mission to help the elderly through this coronavirus pandemic with care packages. Amy Kawada introduces us to the young philanthropist who hopes to make a difference through love and positivity.
What's up, guys? Unfortunately, I can't go inside because I don't want to get the senior sick, and it's the state law. But that doesn't stop me from helping.
He may be just 7 years old, but Kavanaugh Bell has a heart full of love to share.
Can I just butt in right there?
Yeah.
Let the kid finish what he's saying.
Seriously.
Why does she have to talk over him?
All the kid wants is a little attention. Okay? You get it. You're a national TV personality. Do you not get enough? Can you just shut your damn pie hole for 5 seconds for a 7-year-old?
Just give him a minute and a half, 30 seconds, whatever he's going to take.
Don't
All right.
interrupt the kid like we're doing right now.
Right, exactly. All right, here he is.
That's exactly why he launched the Love is Greater Than COVID-19 Community Pantry in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Look at all this stuff behind me. The pantry's fully stocked.
The idea came to mind when Bell realized his 74-year-old grandmother falls in the high-risk age group for coronavirus. So Bell used $600 of his own money he saved up to fund his first batch of care packages.
All right, hold the video. Hold the video. The kid used his $600 in savings, wiped out his savings,
Dude.
to buy groceries for his grandma.
Dude.
Were you that 7-year-old? I was absolutely not.
I think my heart would be that
Oh, of
7-year-old,
course.
but I just would never have $600 in savings. There would have been so many
Whatever, you have
stupid NWA CDs.
50 bucks in savings, whatever.
Yeah.
Would you use it to help the grandparent? I'd like to think I
Prob-
would, but
probably not.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, let's roll.
We got hygiene products, and we got toilet paper.
Bell took to social media, starting an online campaign urging people to contribute with donations to get through what he calls this coronapocalypse.
and I'm only getting $10 in allowance every week. So I need your help to donate because I'm still taking donations because I want to keep the pantry stocked to help 1,000 people.
All right, hold on. Hold on there. So the kid, it's not enough for him to do it for his grandparent.
Sure.
He wants to do it for 1,000 people, and he doesn't have the money to do that. So he goes on social media and starts asking for people to donate. He wants to do it for 1,000 people.
That's really beautiful. And also, I mean, I know this isn't even close to as important, but he's like really good on camera.
He is.
No
yeah,
ums and ahs. No, he's energetic. He's like
He's
really,
better than either of us.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch.
He's determined to help those in need at this time by overcoming fear with acts of love.
If you live in the area of 20877, and if you're in need, or you know someone in need, or maybe if you have an elderly neighbor, go to coolduke.com to request a care pack. I love you guys. Peace.
Amy Kawada for WJZ.
Yeah.
Look at that kid.
Love it.
How great is he? If anybody in the neighborhood knows somebody old, let me know. I'll take care of him.
It's really, really beautiful. And The Weeknd has
The singer?
distorted his face, yeah, for some reason. This kid could easily fill in a better looking version.
Of
It's
The
only a
Weeknd?
matter of time
Yeah,
before
sure.
he could come in. I want to debut a new bit here on Great News with Kevin and Mike, Kevin. And it's called Mike shows Kevin his phone.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Here's the thing about Mike. If you don't know him, he's the guy that has the worst stuff possible. Like if Mike texts me, if he texts me, I expect if the FBI for some reason raided the house,
Yeah.
they find my phone, they put me in jail
Yeah.
for what you texted me.
Yeah, I have had someone destroy a SIM card from their phone because of me. That's 1,000,000% true.
I've probably throughout the years, I've blocked Mike 3-4 times.
And that really, I know it's comedy. It is funny, but it does hurt me a little.
But I
when
did
you're-
really block him. And by the way, beforehand, I would say, don't show me what's on your phone. Don't text me. If you text me, I'm going to block you.
I want everyone to know I do have this insane battery of horrible stuff. None of it is violent. It's all vulgar, disgusting kind of like sexual acts where everyone is consensual in it. So don't get this idea that I'm like showing him some cartel beheading video. Like I don't like that.
Right.
Okay. But I want.
But does this qualify as great news?
Oh my God! Right? One more quick glance. Quick glance.
Oh my God.
And that is.
That's not great news. That is not.
Kevin looks at Mike's phone. Since we're on the topic of young kids, my daughter will be 7, just like that sweet young man, in April, and I can't explain how or why this exists. I can't get into my daughter's head, but what happened was before school this morning, she's doing remote learning, so we have time kind of around the house. She's dressed and ready, eats breakfast, and we have like a half hour to kill. She's like, you want to go to the park? I said, yes, absolutely. We have a park that's probably 200 yards from our house. So we run over there. We're playing, and she gets on this, she loves this spinny thing that you just spin.
Does it make her sick?
No.
All right.
And she says, after like 3 or 4 times doing it, she goes, Papa, get out your phone, film me.
Okay.
I want to make a video for Great News.
Oh, she's going to help us.
And I go, oh, okay.
How
and
old
I'm
is she?
thinking she's 6. She'll be
6.
7 in April. And I'm thinking she's going to like have some speech, like, hey guys, your new show is great. You keep going. Yay. And then I start filming and she does this. Hi, Kevin. And falls over.
And she falls down.
And then says cut.
Did she say cut?
Yeah. Hi, Kevin.
I need to see it again.
Look at the determination.
Hi, Kevin.
There you go. I promised her I'd play it.
I just like to point out that she didn't say hi to you.
No.
Okay.
No. I think adoption, we can all agree, is one of the most beautiful exercises in humanity. The
Agreed.
idea that one family would decide to take on another child. There's a million reasons why people would choose adoption, either just philanthropic or, you can't biologically have kids of your own or whatever it may be. At the end, the idea of taking a child that you didn't give birth to and bringing it into your own family as your own is about as beautiful as anything in the world.
Agreed.
This story is so exceptional because this was a family who, without really wanting anything in return, there was a local girl who grew up, and her family situation was a bit dangerous, and it was at times dicey, and this family just thought that it would be better if she was kind of removed from that household as much as possible. So they essentially were her de facto family for a long time. Now she's an adult, and they decided this holiday season that they were going to do something to add a little special sauce to it. So
this is our first boost of 2021.
Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. All right. A family in Arkansas had been taking care of a young girl who lived across the street since she was just a little child. That girl, Kanya, is now a young woman. In recent years, she finished school, she got married, and over the holidays, she got a present that brought her to tears: adoption papers, so she could officially become part of that family.
I think she said yes. She said yes. Yay!
They were always like family. The family that adopted Kanya says the gift was for them as well, because now the family is complete. Sweet.
That's a good one. Getting out an extra order of tissues for this year.
Wait, they had like 25 kids in there.
they have a bunch of kids of their own. And
This should be hoarding.
this is a
Welcome to hoarding.
This is a full-grown woman now.
Yes.
She obviously is perfectly capable of taking care of herself. This was totally symbolic, but they decided that it was something that they wanted to do, and clearly it affected her.
It meant a lot to her. And I also like how it meant a lot to the other kids that were around there. She said yes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got to think. I mean, I never looked at it that way, but you think if you're like a little kid, especially 10 and under, there has to be a little bit of like, hey, I don't want her creeping in on my attention.
Some of my attention is going to get taken away.
And so it is really magnanimous that they would be like, no.
Yeah, but they already have 25 kids, so there's not that much attention.
None of them gets any attention.
Mine is, the frontline workers, and I do personally.
Yes.
Because I was in the emergency room on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And I thought to myself,
not on purpose, by the way. There wasn't like a rave going on.
No. There was no rave at the hospital in the ER. I had COVID, and I looked at every single person, and I was so grateful. Yeah. And most of the stories that are coming out are so many people have passed away, and these people in the front line, like mine was the most mild case for these people.
Damn.
And not everybody has a lot of money.
Correct.
But some people would like to thank the frontline workers, and there's a man who wanted to thank them in his own way.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Come here, nurse. Bounce.
Oh, no.
Come on, thank you.
No.
Meat.
COVID patients, the same is happening to the doctors and nurses who care for them. When this is all over, we'll owe them a huge debt of gratitude. But as Garvin Thomas shows us, one North Bay artist isn't waiting that long to show it.
Here, see, this is the real artist look.
When you're an artist like John Deckard, working from home is nothing new.
I'm 72 now, and I've been painting since I was 19, 20 years old.
So when the pandemic hit, it didn't change how John painted. It has, though, changed what or who he paints. John couldn't help but notice the people around him who didn't have the option of staying at home.
So I just, I started doing all these, the milkman, the delivery guy, the mailman, the, somebody working at the cash register. It was like all of these occupations that they just had to keep working.
It was the start of a series of portraits of people who risked their health to keep our world working. Once finished, John gives the portrait to the subject for free. John has lately been focusing on those working on the very front lines, nurses at Santa Rosa Memorial Hospital.
There's time and there's thoughtfulness to it.
Sheila Smith has been a nurse at Memorial for 18 years. She got a message from John asking her to take a picture of herself and some colleagues, which John then spent hours upon hours turning into portraits.
It's like one of my prized possessions now because it just represents an amazing act of just thoughtfulness and kindness, the bright light during a really hard season of being a nurse.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there, please. Hold it right. No, yeah, pause. You see her right eye was messed up. What was her left eye actually? Had like, it looked like she was in a fight.
Let's go back. Can we scroll back? I must see.
Can we go back? Look at her.
Oh.
All right.
Dude. What happened on that day?
She was in a kickboxing fight. Like you do in the ER. Okay, roll it again.
The bright light during a really hard season of being a nurse.
I felt very honored to be included in one of his portraits.
Lori North also had her portrait done. The two nurses say over the past year they have received gifts of gratitude for their work, such as food or masks, but nothing like this.
It's acknowledging what they have done and thank you. And I have a special skill, and you shared whatever skill you have, and I'm sharing mine.
A truly timeless gift, honoring just how important their roles have been during such a troubled time. Garvin Thomas, NBC Bay Area News.
How amazing is that? Because a lot of times we talk about, oh, somebody came into Walmart and paid off all this stuff in layover. Somebody paid medical bills. You don't have to have money.
No.
Do what you have.
Yeah, some of the stories we've talked about on past episodes highlights that. Like I remember the guy who was a drone operator. Yes. He's like, I'll help with my skill.
And he found a lost dog.
And that always makes me feel so much worse. Because I think like, oh man, it's amazing. People use their skill set, their special skill to give back. And I was like, I can't, what can I do? Like, hey, want to see gross pictures on my phone?
I mean, maybe there are people out there who do. I'm just not one of them.
I'll uplift you with.
I'm just not one of them. That's all.
Okay. College. It's really yes, not for me, but most people, they understand that, at that age, 18, 19 years old, if you can get into a good college, it's going to transform your life for the most part. And it's such a big moment. I would imagine it wasn't in my life, but, I did see those kids, when you have your dream school and you're just waiting to hear back, that level of anticipation and
is a crazy amount of pressure for a junior in high school.
It's just a monstrous level of pressure, and sometimes it's not helped by parents who add to the pressure because they really
you want
your kid to have a great life.
Yeah, of course.
So I thought that even though this isn't an extraordinary moment of philanthropy or generosity, to capture this on film. This young man getting into his dream school. At the moment, his sister is hanging out with him and decided to film it. And you can just watch it and I think absorb the positive energy that comes from the kid finding out that he is, in fact, going to his dream school.
Guys, we got our news covered. Would you like a boost?
Yes.
Here we go. All right. Waiting to be accepted by your dream college can be one of the most anxious times in a young person's life. So check out what happens when this student in Kentucky logs on to see if he got into Duke University.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Status update?
Status update.
Oh, it's in Vulcan Frank, and I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, he's in. And that, by the way, was his sister. She's there for moral support to celebrate him. That's a moment. That's a moment right there.
It's a happy blue couple.
I love that so much.
Let's go!
I love that so much. Can we watch the video again? Yeah, is that all right? Because it really did make me happy.
Right?
He's sitting there staring, just waiting for any type of
We
words.
got our news covered. College can be one.
Yeah, big time joy.
Man. Oh, man.
So nervous.
Status update?
Status update.
Oh, it's in Welcome Frank, and I was like, oh.
I love that.
There's something so incredible about watching a human achieve utter ecstasy, like supreme levels of euphoria. You know, there's that once in a lifetime
without drugs.
Without drugs, yeah. I think that's, at least for me, that's why, like, insane sports moments, you know, like Kirk Gibson's home run or something,
Same.
where you're watching a human, like their brain is breaking with joy and happiness.
It's too much.
Yeah,
It's too much to take in at the time. It's an overload.
It's just, I think it's so special to see those kind of moments.
All right. This is great news. And mine is a woman who starts a sanctuary at her home after a goat wandered up her driveway. Now,
this is Beverly Hills?
I want you to,
Manhattan?
I want you to watch this video and ask yourself the question, did the goat walk up her driveway or did she corral
the goat?
She stole the goat.
You stole the
That's
goat.
all I'm saying.
Usually when it's really cold, he'll put his little nose inside your jacket to keep his nose warm. And he goes in for, like, right behind the ear, little kisses. Those are sort of his favorite spots. From out of nowhere, a goat and a sheep wandered up our driveway, stopped right in front of the house. Having considered having goats one day in our life, when a goat wanders up your driveway, I kind of took it as a sign that the universe was saying, this is your goat.
I hate videos that put up just words.
Yes. Don't make me read.
Marvin here is the reason that we started that 7 years ago, and we've been growing slowly ever since. And so we really built everything for them. All of the fencing went in, all of the structures went in, we self-learned, we got our vet situated, and haven't looked back.
Thoughts?
Hey, Marvin. Of course,
Really
Marvin
think
has a
that
special place in
he
her heart.
loves connection and he loves attention. Very likable goat. He has a lot of fans when we have people come and visit. That's for sure, and you can see why, because this is him.
Boom! Headbutt.
Yeah. Just ram her.
Headbutt. Just ram
Cracks
right,
her skull right open.
right through her.
And although I don't preach a vegan lifestyle, I do like to show people that there is something behind the eyes and the brains of these animals and give them a different perspective. And most people leave saying, I cannot believe how lovely they are and how inquisitive, and that their personalities are all so different. And that's a gift that I'm able to share them in that way with people.
That's really amazing.
Fur babies. Yeah, goats are a strange one because they are literally like a sign of evil. Like
Are they?
the goat head and like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like, you know, like those weird like pagans, they all have like goat skin chaps and stuff. You know?
That's true.
But they're really loving animals. And that one in particular, if you saw, like, she says, Marvin has a special place in our hearts still. Well, of course, he was like practically making love to her neck. They're goats are a weird one. I like them though. They're a good animal. Kevin, I have to unfortunately take a break and go get a friend of ours because he has something very important to say.
Okay. All right. This might be a good time to remind you to subscribe if you like this show. Oh, play the dog. Play the dog. Even better, play the dog. This is the happy dog. Oh, I love the happy dog.
Hey, mira, someone gave that dog.
Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that, a happy, oh, the happy dog.
Hey, Rudy.
What's up, dog? Literally,
Are you asking me or
no? I'm talking to you, fool.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay, let's stop with the dog now.
I like no. It's funny that you showed that video because I had that a problem with one of my dog Montezuma. He got into my wife's scante, methamphetamine.
Yeah.
And that's what he did all day for like dong dong dong. He cleaned our kitchen.
That seems like quite a problem.
I don't like recommend methamphetamine, pero my wife, she was overweight. She had a real problem, and I love her so much. And she tried La CrossFit and Weight Watchers and all that shit. And
right.
Nothing will work, and I would see her cry, in the mirror. So
sad girl?
I'm a sad girl. I had to do what I had to do.
No, you didn't.
So I did, fool. I called up my homie Bucket in Pacoima, dog. That Vato Bucket. He lives with Parameters. The homie Parameters?
Oh, I do, yeah. Parameters is one of my favorites.
So I called him up, and he's always got the scante. So I got a little, and then I just started secretly putting it in her horchata and her fucking huevos. She lost 185 pounds.
I don't feel like that's the way to go.
Life-changing, I mean, she cut off her leg because she said there were bugs in it, but she lost 185 pounds. That's Mexican keto right there.
There you go.
So anyway, hey, just real quick, I want to come by because I know this is a good forum to get people's ears and get people thinking.
Okay.
But you know how like the Redskins, they changed their name because it wasn't sensitive,
to the Washington football team.
Yeah, and then now the Cleveland Indians, they're changing it.
Does that make you happy?
I feel like, people feel like they've been discriminated against. They deserve to have changes made. I like that. But I started thinking, like, what's up with the Cleveland Browns, dog?
What?
The Browns. Clearly.
It's not clearly anything.
Clearly, you might as well be the Beaners, dog. That's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't it be great if they changed their name to the Beaners?
The Cleveland Beaners, I might appreciate a little more. They're brown and they have brown helmets, fool.
You think that they're talking about brown-skinned people?
That's what I'm saying, fool. And I think there needs to be a change. It needs to be the Cleveland Wasps or some shit.
You want to make sure and keep it offensive?
Or if they're gonna like, como se dice, like if they're going to write our coattails, the proud Mexican and Latino people,
right?
Then do it. You should be like the Cleveland Aztecs or the Cleveland fucking dope ass people, Cleveland Cheech and Chong.
I love that one. I feel like you might be reading too much into the Browns.
Cleveland Brown Pride.
Okay, I don't think they're referring to people from Mexico or Latin America.
We're Mexicans, not Mexicans.
It's a little long, but I support it.
Cleveland Machete.
I like it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like that one.
Hey, great news.
Thank you. That is great news. If you're enjoying this podcast, you can subscribe and recommend it to your friends. That'd be very nice. Hey, Mike.
Hey, did you see Rudy?
I saw Rudy, yeah. He just gave us some great suggestions.
I don't know about that guy.
Yeah.
He's living with me because of lockdown, and every once in a while.
He seems to be around a lot.
Gave me bat tacos the other night.
What?
Bat tacos for me. And I thought that was a little bit...
That's too far.
Uncalled for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too far. All right, we got an outro?
Sure. Ooh, girl, it's an outro. I haven't been the same since you left me, and I've been listening to The Cure a lot. Oh, but now I'm happy. I'm no longer blue. Because Kevin and Mike, they gave me all the great news.
Very touching.
That's my emo outro.
Very touching. We will see you tomorrow.
Kevin and Mike are here to give you great news.
Nice.